Deal with Will TV, welcome back to another episode. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you as well. Hey, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like content like this, because I have a feeling that you will. I hope everyone had a great Christmas and I hope everyone's enjoying your New Year's. That's not going to be the case for some people, and this is going to be a story of the 2025 Christmas tragedy. Now, some of you may have heard this story, especially if you're native to Griffin, Georgia, or the surrounding areas. But for those of you who haven't, we've got the full story as well as some additional details. Now, on this news article, it reads, an 18-year-old Griffin man died after a gunshot wound during what the police say was a botched robbery, leading to the arrest of two teenagers and a 19-year-old with a third teen charge. Now, this is what the police know. Griffin police were called to a Spalding Regional Hospital on December 20th after a gunshot victim was dropped off in a personal vehicle. The victim, identified as Jesse White. The victim, identified as 18-year-old Jesse White, was being treated when the officers arrived, but later passed away due to his injuries. Investigators say White and three others had set up a meeting to buy something from another individual. Police say the plan escalated into an attempted robbery. During the encounter, White pulled out a gun and it discharged, striking him. So let me get this straight. The kid that was trying to rob the other kid, he pulls out his firearm and in the process shoots himself and later dies in the hospital. This is absolutely insane. And it's a really unfortunate story. My thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to the family as well as the family of the victim and the victim himself. Now, I found a video on Instagram that we're going to go over together. It gives us a little more information that wasn't in this article. I think you'll like it. Let's take a look.
Ooh, child, y'all, why this 18-year-old boy just pum and unalived his own self when he tried to pull out his fire and rob somebody else. Instead, he pulled it out and it accidentally discharged and hit himself.
It's a damn shame. Parents, know where your children are. I don't care if they're older teenagers. You need to know where they are. Install Life 360. Speaking of Life 360, if you want to send your boy a sponsorship opportunity, hit my email.
So on December the 20th, Jesse White, 18 years old, and three of his little homeboys, 17-year-old Tavares Ray, and 19-year-old Adrian Barkley, and an unidentified 15-year-old boy who they will be charging as an adult. Little YNs met up with the plug, and all of mine, they said they was finna rob him. But instead, Mr. Jesse pulled out that fire.
Hey, real quick, I'd be wrong if I didn't plug who I got this video from. Shout out to callmisha.com. I don't know if you can see that on Instagram. You can follow her for stories like this. I like her a lot.
And fired himself somewhere on his body. And he ended up going to the hospital where the police was called because he had a pum wound. And then they started their investigation. He the one who said what happened, what went down, I don't know. But they got their information as quick as hell because they was able to go arrest them two other motherfuckers and they arrest the 15-year-old. Now, they ain't post 15-year-old picture, but they did say charging that nigga as an adult. And Buddy succumbed to his injuries, Mr.
It's terrible. One mistake can change your entire life, can change the entire landscape of what your future looks like. That kid is 15 years old that she just mentioned that was involved in this. He's going to go away for a long time.
Jesse succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Yes, at the hospital is where he passed away. Happened 5 days before Christmas. Maybe they was trying to get their money up to go buy their girls or their mama them a present. I don't know. But whatever the hell, these dum-dums chose to do that. And it didn't end up well. Now, they did not arrest the DOPE man. He's still at large. He's still out. I don't think they charged him with anything. But the thing about it is, look at their charges. Now, they all got the same charges. This is what they charged them with. Except the 15-year-old Mr. Ray had way more charges than everybody else. They only charged him with the M-word. I don't know why that is. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep y'all updated because that lost me. I would have thought that they would have charged them all with the M-word because they was all there. Because it's not like he did it, but he did it to himself. So I'm a little confused. 19-year-old Mr. Barkley, he had lesser charges, but he had some serious charges, but he wasn't charged with the M-word, as you can see. So, again, I don't get that.
Me either.
Unidentified 50-year-old who they ain't saying who it is yet. You see, his charges was tampering with evidence, a child having a pum, and some little, it's still serious charges, but maybe the charge is going to be updated on them too. I don't know. I will keep y'all updated. But we don't know. We don't know how he made it to the hotel. We don't know where this shit happened. Was it in the car? Did they link up at a store? Was it at a gas station? We don't know all that yet. We still waiting on them to disclose the information. And then, like I said, who drove the white man, the Mr. White, to the hospital? Is that the one who they captured and told all the tea? We don't know. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. I give my condolences, send my condolences to Mr. Jesse White family.
Yeah.
Send my prayers to them. Very sorry for y'all situation that he made a wrong decision, a wrong turn, and did this days before Christmas.
I want you to put yourself in that young man's family's shoes, the one who passed away. Can you imagine hearing that your child, your grandchild, cousin, or brother was involved in a robbery? Not only was he involved in a robbery days before Christmas, but he accidentally took away his own life. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, parents, you have got to check on your children. Like, it should never fly under the radar that they have a firearm in the house. Like, that should be an impossibility. Like, you should always know who your children are talking to, who they're hanging out with. Like, I remember when I was a kid, 15 years old, we would go to the high school basketball games just to hang out and watch. My mother did the concessions. If I was to get up and leave my seat to go across the gymnasium or go hang out outside, I would first have to check with my mother, and she would have to know who it was that I was going to be with. Now, I'm no fool. I understand that children are going to find a way to be deceptive. They're going to find a way to hide things and to move in ways that parents might not know, but it should never escalate to this level. My condolences go out to the family. What I find really interesting is that the one kid was charged with the unaliving of the kid that pulled the firearm and unalived himself, yet the others were not. I don't really know how I feel about that, if I'm being honest. Like, the whole botched robbery things. Now, here's the deal. If you're in a robbery scenario and you pull out a firearm and the person that you are robbing gets shot and unalived, I do think everyone should be charged, particularly the trigger man. I think any other participants could argue their case, but I could see why someone would be charged with the M word as a whole. In this case, it's curious though. Did the other kids know that this kid had a firearm? And how is it one kid's responsibility for that unaliving and not the others? Like, in my opinion, I just don't see how you can charge all of these children with the negligence of this one child. As far as the unaliving goes, all the other stuff, yeah, go ahead. I'm curious to see how this turns out. You notice in the article we read, as well as the extra details that we got from callmemisha.com, we didn't see too much about what happened afterwards or names being released. And that's probably because there were juveniles involved in this. Also because the detectives are probably trying to build their case. I'm curious to see what happens here, but this is a tragedy in every sense of the word, and you hate to see it. I'm going to follow this story. I'm going to see how it unfolds. I'll make sure to update you. Let me know what you think about this situation down in the comments. Do you believe that all of the teenagers should have been charged with the unaliving of their friend? Do you believe that none of them should? Or do you fall somewhere in the middle? Make sure to let me know down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like content like this. And guys, trust, I will holler at you all very soon. Peace.